Hey, fellas, commissioners here. We're gonna go over first week of the playoffs last week, and as I said, knew some upsets were coming, and sure enough, it went down. Wasn't too hard to see with some of the matchups that were going down, but we had the Eagles and Real Deal taking it on the chin from Betcha Money and Superfly. Eagles just, everybody just underperformed. Drew Brees against Carolina. Now, when I mentioned it last week, I thought Carolina was playing New Orleans at home, and I know New Orleans has struggled in Carolina, but they were actually playing in New Orleans and still struggled against Carolina, and that kind of started the trend there for the Eagles. Four set, 8 points. Marshawn Lynch didn't do much with 8 points. Heath Miller, Macklin, just everybody scored, but nobody scored big. And then Betcha Money had big games, as I said he would need to have from Stafford. Joik Bell put up an unusual 17. The Lions D put up 16, and Betcha Money was on his way, but it was mainly driven by Matthew Stafford and Joik Bell along with the Lions defense. Everybody else chipped in a few points here and there. Betcha Money, Superfly, 104, Real Deal, 63. 104 points, kind of tough to beat. So you can't really fault the 63 by Real Deal, although obviously you need to kind of come in and score 70 to 80 point range in order to really know you're going to be able to win a playoff game. But Superfly, big game from Matt Ryan, DeMarco Murray. I don't know what that boy's name, that Michael Bryant, wherever his name is in Pittsburgh, had that one big touchdown, 94 yards. And then the Cardinals D and Damon Bailey, or David Bailey, wherever the kicker is for Dallas, they all put up good games as well. But Matt Ryan and Marco Murray definitely drives Superfly, and when they're hot, he does well. When they're not, then they falter. So that's going to be the story moving forward to next week as well. Killer Bees, 131, looking indestructible. 48, Illmatic. 31 and 31 for Le'Veon Bell and Roethlisberger and Eddie Lacy 15, T.Y. Hilton 22. When getting those kind of numbers, it's hard to overcome that. So Illmatic only put up a 48, wasn't really even in a competitive situation. But honestly, when you're playing against somebody that puts up 131 points, it's almost better to go ahead and just put up a booty game, because it's nothing worse than losing a game like that if you put up 90 points and you're not even in the game. So Illmatic was just out of the mix altogether, and Killer Bees definitely looking like the favorite moving forward over the next two games. His players are playing well and looks very solid right now. We got what was the other game? Oh, No Limit, Just for Fun. Yeah, 81-34, Just for Fun. Peyton Manning, -1. I think that was the first time he hadn't thrown a touchdown in 51 games. And then there was nobody else to step up. The Vikings D got 14 out of the Ricks, 34 points. So that goes to show you how bad it was. But so 34 pretty much spells defeat in most cases. And No Limit, big game from Arian Foster, Aaron Rodgers. As I say, that's going to drive him as well. He's like Superfly. He's got two key players that's got to score for him to do well, and they're explosive. So when they do, they're dangerous teams, but when they don't, they struggle. So No Limit, like I say, 81 points. Also had good games from Crosby, the kicker in Green Bay. Seattle defense put up 11, and everybody else just chipped in a few points here and there, but that was pretty much all they needed. So going into second round of the playoff, we got Killer Bees and my computer's a little slow. Got Killer Bees and Superfly. Superfly has already jumped out 12-0 behind. The Cardinals D put up another 13 like they did last week. But Trey Mason put up a -1, so that doesn't bode well for Superfly, because he's going to have to score some points in all likelihood to take down the Killer Bees. So a -1 from your running back is not a good start. But like at least they got a decent game from the Cardinals D. Matt Ryan is going up against Pittsburgh. So, they're at home, so that could be a good matchup. DeMarco Murray's playing at Philadelphia. So once again, Superfly's got to get games out of Ryan and Murray to compete at all with Killer Bees. Killer Bees have Atlanta, obviously, with Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown. So that's a really good matchup for Killer Bees because Atlanta's D is booty as well right now. T.Y. Hilton's at Houston, Eddie Lacy's at Buffalo. That's kind of a tough matchup. But the Killer Bees they have enough firepower throughout the lineup to where, as long as those Pittsburgh players play well, Killer Bees usually has a good game because they got enough depth at the other positions to score. So that's going to be a tough game for Superfly with Atlanta's D going up against Pittsburgh. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm kind of expecting Killer Bees to take this game, maybe without too much of a fight. Bet Your Money, No Limit. In the other semifinal, we got Bet Your Money. Once again, Matthew Stafford has to step up. They're playing Minnesota. Joik Bell had a big game last week. Obviously on Detroit against Minnesota. So good matchup there. Alshon Jeffrey at New Orleans. Dez Bryant at Philadelphia. So some good matchups for Bet Your Money. No Limit, Aaron Rodgers going against Buffalo. Arian Foster playing Indianapolis. So Buffalo D is pretty solid. So they could keep Aaron Rodgers under control. We have Emmanuel Sanders is playing against San Diego. So just based on matchups, you got the Seattle defense against San Francisco. It's a good matchup there. I think Seahawks is going to have to really do something to help Wayne offset what could be a sluggish game for Aaron Rodgers. That's what I'm kind of looking at here. So let's watch those two situations. If Aaron Rodgers struggles and somebody doesn't step up to kind of offset that, Bet Your Money could be in a good position based on his matchup. So this could be a good game. Very interesting matchup there. So those are the two games we have left, and we'll see how it plays out. Tallied up the finances. The pot is looking pretty nice. I don't know exactly what it is, but should be in that $1,800 range for first place. So nice little piece of chips laying out there for somebody for Christmas. So good luck, fellas, in the semifinals here coming up, and we'll follow up with everybody next week. Peace.